I believe we were created in the image of God. I mean, all of our history points to that. And I'm sure the early Americans felt the same way. Uh, God is 100% merciful and 100% just. That conflict forms the character of God. It has to, because justice and mercy, work hand in hand to help us live our lives today, not long ago. We have a Department of Justice in our government, and it acts like it is the Department of Justice, for that's all it cares about. The truth is, we should have a Department of Mercy. Why don't we? I think that's a fair question as we deconstruct this whole idea. I've already talked to you about the management culture and how the management culture uses the top-down nature of our culture to manipulate people, to speak on behalf of the elite, the rich people. But what about the poor? Isn't pleading the cause of the poor and the afflicted really taking a stance for mercy? I think it is. Here's a couple of Bible verses for those of you who believe that the Bible is the Word of God. In Matthew, Jesus said, "Blessed are the merciful, for they shall receive mercy." So is it only for those who give mercy that mercy is available? I don't think so. In Hebrews, it says, "Let us then with confidence draw near to the throne of grace, that we may receive mercy and find grace to help in time of need." Back to Jesus, he said also in Matthew, "Go and learn what this means. I desire mercy, not sacrifice." Why don't we get this? Because let me tell you something. Revenge is a lot easier than mercy. We are instructed to, if somebody sins against us, we're supposed to go and talk to them. But we can't talk to each other in a culture where we are dominated by justice, because justice will never see things the same way that mercy does. So I ask once again, where is our Department of Mercy? You're probably laughing at me by now, but I'm deadly serious. I just watched this movie, A Promising Young Woman, that is a dark comedy. At least that's what it alleges. And dark comedy is used to hide or obscure the fact that this is a political statement. That movie is all about revenge. And what part of the Me Too movement, for example, is revenge? Well, we never talk about that, because the victim in sexual harassment always gets the top order in terms of how we're supposed to judge this. And there is, of course, no mercy for the accuser. No matter what that person may have been through in their own life, it's irrelevant, because after all, the woman has the right to say no. I agree with that completely. What I don't agree with is this idea that we, perpetuate with our culture and as human beings, this idea that we perpetuate that justice is the more important of the two matters, the two sides of God, if you will. That, ladies and gentlemen, is 100% bullshit. And I'm tired of it. I'm an old man, and I don't have much longer to be around here. But you, I certainly hope you are. So what are you going to do about it? Let me tell you, deconstruct the ideas that form your understanding to see what's back there. Because, the Me Too movement, which came in the wake of, these big, mighty producers who were, messing, if you will, with people who were under their management. And everybody got upset about it, and justifiably so, because they were predators. Real, actual, dyed-in-the-wool predators. But is every man a predator? How about those who went through trauma like me? Our predatory nature was based upon trauma responses. Is there no room for that in our culture? I think there should be. I'm not sure how to bring that about, but there needs to be. Why can't we think instead of just acting or reacting? Deconstruct this for yourselves, ladies and gentlemen, and maybe you'll find that I'm right. Of course, though, I could easily be wrong, because after all, I'm just a commentary.